no stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Hello, stranger. Things been waiting. Just as I recall that ass is still amazing. Playing baby, saying baby, love it shit. You know I'm crazy. So go ahead and put a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah, get to taking that off me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. 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 I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah.
What up, though, y'all? What is up? Come on in the GD room, okay? Because we have another Huntsville felon on the floor, okay? And we about to get into it, okay? Why is my name... Brownie, why is this thing still on my name? See, I can't trust y'all. Why is my name still My Garage Frozen Shut? With friends like these. Let's see who up in the room. Hey, Miss Darnett. Hey, Richard J. Hey, Astute. Hey, Strawberry Taffy. Hey, Shirley. Hey, cousins. Child, not the hey cousins. Hey, I is Martin. Okay, 01. Hello. I wonder if this Martell coleslaw popped out today. Nope. Y'all got the slaw part right, but it ain't Martell. All right. Hey, Soul Star Music lover. Hey, Magichi. Hey, KB. Hey, Braylon. How you doing? Hey, Cupcakes Mama. Hey, Sada Sage. Hey, Faith. Hey, Miss Mary White. Hey, Nikki News on Narcissism. Okay. Hey, Miss Anita. Hey, Brittany Janae. Hey, Sweet Essence. Hey, girl, what's the tea? Period. Here we go with the bullsh. Okay, y'all, here we go with the bullsh. Y'all, we got tea tonight. Tea. Okay. Hey, Nina Love. Hey, Indigo Girl. Hey, Miss Cute Tea Pie. I mean, birthday girl pie. Hey, Asia. Hey, Miss Cookie from the Shy. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Miss Darlene. Janet J. Child, we all up in here. Hey, Miss Dawn Simber. Hey, Laura. Child, Cookie want to speak, and then we going to get into the stuff. Hey, Miss She Love and Dana. Say, hey, y'all. We coming to you hot with hot tea. Come on in the room. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Get over there. Hit that. Wait, what happened to my stuff over here? Y'all hit that like button. I see that. Oh, okay. What slide was talking about, y'all? We ain't worried about her, okay? Cause she ain't on the agenda tonight. Okay. Hey, LaPreeze. Hey, Miss Mary. Hi, Simply. Messy. Can't stand her. Braylon, you know I get bullied often. I don't Brownie did all this fraudulent stuff. I'm gonna get in contact with somebody at StreamYard or the FBI and let them know that my StreamYard has been hacked, because Brownie, how did you change my name in StreamYard and now it's still on my StreamYard? Now I see if it's around there on Brownie Lane or at Brownie Row Records, but over here on Tater Tot Lane, I want my shit back to I Stand Against Bullying, and I mean it. Hey, Tamara. Hey, Mika. Hey, Messy in Kentucky. Y'all get up in this mall. Hey, Drip the Meek. Hey, Brownie. Y'all know I'm not speaking to her. So, hello. Hey, Drop the Mic. Y'all, also, we have fantastic news before we get into the teasy. Okay? Y'all make sure that we put the hands together in prayer. Didum's cousin is getting his kidney tonight. Already going to the hospital. Packing up, going to the hospital. New kidney loading. Okay? Y'all, we got the good news at the end of last year, and we've been coming into January with great news. Like, we had Mama Uppity finished her stem cell. She got cancer-free 2024, the end of 2024. Then we had Miss Paulette coming through with the big one with her son. I think he got a kidney too. So, I mean, kidneys for everyone in 2025, okay? Cherish your organs, okay? And also, that brings me to the point too, if you are not, become an organ donor, because like, this is ironic that we have two of these situations in like a month of each other. Paulette Scott's son and now Didum's cousin. Okay, so y'all see in live time, real time action that these organs work. I mean, you're not going to use them when you pass on to glory. So leave a gift for somebody. That's if you take care of yourself, okay? We don't want the old raggedy ones that don't work. We want the good, nice little healthy ones, just so maybe some other part of your body just gave out. And give that gift of life to somebody else so they can keep on ticking and be here for their family like you probably would prefer, but maybe their time has went up. So make sure that, if you're not, like, think about being an organ donor. I was always scared to be an organ donor because I was scared that they would, like, if something just happened to me kind of simple, they will off me and take my organs to give to somebody, because I keep the clean insides. Okay, contrary to popular beliefs, I'm not an alcoholic. Okay, so my liver and kidneys and stuff is good. Okay, they're that of probably a 13-year-old child. Okay, as y'all see, the younger look. Period. So yeah, just to throw that out there, but let's get into the tea. Okay. Oh, child. I kind of regret posting this, and because it's not all good things when people get locked up and been locked up and stuff like that. But only when they're kind of like hypocritical of things, because we didn't all experience, but probably about 90% of us didn't experience some lockup days. Okay, I know I have. Okay, and ain't too proud of them, but hey, sometimes you do things in life. Okay, so you probably try not to pass judgment on other folks. But y'all, we got a new one. Hey, Simply, we got a new one. Let me share my screen. Pipe and high tea, her here first, right here on the Gossip Girls. Okay, let me make sure it's up right. 1 second. Okay. Oops. Let me go back. Sorry, y'all. 1 second. I got to go back to the regular screen so I can share it. Just slow. Okay. Here we go. Miss Mary White, I'm done with you. You're not getting my kidney. You will not be high. High on life, child. High on life. Who do we have here? Anybody recognize this face? Who is this? None other than Mr. Shaboing Boing Boing. Mr. Dark Skin Ken. Date of birth. This is his date of birth per Millichan channel. He said that he had turned 38 on the day earlier, the first of that month, which was November, when she interviewed him. Shout out again to Millichan. She interviewed all three of the trio with the love square that he said. So she's missing a piece. She didn't get Martell yet. So yes. Do y'all see the charge? Trafficking of the marijuana. Can this go up some? Bond $5,000. This happened in 2022. It was on December 27th, 2022. I don't know if y'all could see this really good, but do y'all see how young he look here? This was only 2 damn years ago. Kid, what the hell have you been doing in 2 years? He looks like he's about 24 years old in here. And he's 36 on this. This is from 2 years ago. Okay? Not good grief, Charlie Brown. Child, Mimi, get out the chat. Now he look like Gary Coleman. Yes. And he looks a lot smaller. Now we got a love offering. I got my new phone yesterday too. Oops. Let's see here. I gotta put the case and stuff on it. Let's see who is this. Oh, thank you, T. Ryan, for the $25 cash app. Ken. Child. And like I said, I'm not gloating in none of this because it's not none of my business like that. And I ain't judging the man for this. But, however, wasn't him and or Shaboing Boing talking about Marquez and his DURS habits and how he was too high to keep a damn job. Wasn't they saying that about him? Not trafficking agents, folks. Kendra, get out the chat as well. Yeah, Mr. Good Guy. So it's not given that you have this job that you claim that you have this trafficking this good government job. Okay, now we gonna get into what happened and some of the details. Let me remove this thing up here. Let me give T-Ron the money song really quick. Donations are accepted because y'all know your girl's been spending a little grip on these damn documents. But I digress. But I got y'all, okay? Like the video for me. That's donation enough.
Check money. All I really wanna see is the money. I don't really need a D, I need the money. All a bad bitch needs is the money.
All right. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Do me some justice. So we have this here. It's some other documents. I'm not gonna put them all on the screen because I just could not do all of my watermarks. It was just a lot. My internet was going out today. So, but I got y'all. I got y'all. Okay. So let me go back to my home page. And pull up let me do his charge explanation. Okay. I'll do that so we can read and see what that is. Let me share the screen because it don't cost a thing. Wait, another Cash App. Oh, crap. Oh, thank you, Miss Cookie from the shop for the $25. Get those documents, girl. Child. And Will, thank you so much, Miss Cookie from the shop. Let me hear the money song.
Tell them that it's a magic. Money, money, green, green. Money's all I need. Money, money, green, green.
Period. Okay. So now let me share the next document. This is an explanation of his charges. Oh, wait, not Side-Eye Sage up in this mo. Hey, Side-Eye Sage. Thank you for the super chat. Tay, they're going to have to call this show Who's Lies Lock Up in Huntsville. Period. They need to change it up, especially if Mel not coming back. They need to change it to this, okay? Because at this point, I think Kimmy going to be the only one at that point without a mugshot. I pray our girl is done because this is ridiculous. Yes, so this is why these type of things are so important that's going on this show, because we see some of the characters on this show with these things like those type of charges. Okay, you know, you younger, you get into some stuff, it happens, okay, but you damn near 40, okay, and getting into this type of stuff. So this means that you probably been doing this type of activity for quite some time. And when you have these type of character flaws at this age, you don't give a fuck about nothing else. That's why we looking at like, how can these people be so deplorable to do this stuff to Melody and just be having this stance and, you know, like, what is going on really? But we have to look at the character of the people. We have to. And it's not looking good. Like, they don't give a damn because look what they got and look what they into. They're not honoring nobody or trying to give nobody no type of kudos for being a good businesswoman. They don't see that as a good thing because that's not what they're doing. And then especially with him and Shaboy, y'all sitting here downing him and stuff. And I don't know, do one of y'all remember, did Ken or Shaboy, one of them said in one of their interviews that Marquez was leaving like drugs, paraphernalia and stuff like that around the house where the kids had access to it, and he just was being reckless with the shit. And here you are trafficking the greens. But let's get into what the charges actually was. Yes, uppity little sis, he acts like he's an angel sent from heaven. And again, just because he had these don't mean that he's not a good guy. Okay? It just means that he needs to stay in his damn place and mind his motherfucking business and quit passing judgment on other people. Okay? Because again, I ain't judging because I can't. Let's move on. Next document. Okay, so we have on this document, let me see if I can make this bigger. Okay, so the arrest date was 12/27/2022. The grand jury of said county charged that before the findings of this indictment, Kenneth, and then you know his last name is Lee, I crossed it out, whose name is unknown to the grand jury other than as stated, which is right here, did on or about December 27th, 2022, knowingly sell, manufacture, deliver, or bring into the state of Alabama, or was knowingly in actual or constructive possession of an amount in excess of 2.2 pounds of the trees, while at or near Green Mountain Road and Running Mead Trail, Huntsville, Madison County, Alabama, in violation of Section 13A-12-231 of the Code of Alabama against the peace and dignity of the state of Alabama. Sell, manufacture, deliver, bring into the state of Alabama. Now, we also have to go back to him being, y'all make sure y'all hitting that reaction button for me too, okay? Get them likes up. We have to also keep in mind, right, that he is a truck driver, allegedly, Miss Capricorn, right? But however, Brownie, if you are in the chat, do you have the date of his when his license his trucking license or something was revoked? This is probably why. Okay, and it looks like this is his first time probably getting in trouble for something like this. I don't know if he was like trying to sell it to an undercover, because is this the document? Let me see. On one of the documents, the witness is a cop or something like that. So I don't know if he tried to sell to an undercover or something like that, and that's who he was delivering to. But it was over 2 pounds, and that's when they, again, when it's over a certain weight, they sometimes if it's a certain amount, you can say you use it. But when it's over a certain amount, that's when the trafficking and distribution and stuff like that comes in, because it's like an excessive amount that you would use for your own personal use. Okay. So, and this is assigned by the grand jury, June 14, 2024. Now, y'all Did y'all pay attention that the arrest date was December 27, 2022? He had something going on with this case in 2023, but he was only indicted for this June 14th of 2024. This was just last year while they was on the fucking show. Okay? So this is what the charges were. This is what he's accused of doing. Okay? Are y'all hitting the like button and everything and the reaction? Hit the reaction button. Give me look out for your girl. This right here. Here we go. Y'all see the lead investigator? I mean, the witness is lead investigator. All right. So that looks like maybe he might have been selling to an undercover. Okay. So let me go to another document. One second. Let me get back to my documents. Did I just do the charge explanation? Why is this on here? Ooh. You know what? Since this is acting stupid, I'm just going to put the last document back on the screen. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to read them. Oh, here they go. Okay. This is his request for discovery. This is his request for discovery. The permit, this permits the defendant to inspect and copy any written or recorded statements made by the defendant to any law enforcement officer, official, or employee which are within the possession, custody, or control of the state, the existence of which is known to the prosecutor. Okay. This is what Ken's people is requesting for their discovery. Okay. Disclose the substance of any oral statements made by the defendant before or after arrest to any law enforcement officer, official, or employee which the state intends to offer in evidence at the trial. Okay. One second. Let me get to Kendra. Thank you, Kendra, for the super chat. So he needs lockjaw for legal fees and housing. I got something about that. Don't y'all let me forget about the housing and legal fees. No wonder he be moving like a dusty pokey. And TV explains her resentment of marrying him. Because Shaboyne, you work for NASA. Is he really doing all of this stuff? I hope he's not, doing the trafficking still now. Because this trial and stuff like this was going on. The indictment happened last June, just last year, 6 months ago. So let me get you the money song, and we're going to continue to read on and see what's going on.
All I really want to see is that. I don't really need a D, I need that. All a bad bitch needs is that.
Okay. So, hey, we got to look at all sides because something is not clean. Like, he tries too much to prove, like, he tries to discredit Marquez as all of these horrible things. And this stuff right here happened when you and Shaboing was together. Because this only happened the end of 2022. Yeah. Hey, Gemini Goddess. This only happened in June of 2023. For that, these indictments happened. And this is what like I said, the case, he actually was arrested the end of 22. But I think him and Shaboing been living together since 2023. But I digress. But they were together from per their words. This was around the time they were together. Okay, because last year they were saying that they were in a relationship for 2 years and almost 3 years. So last year, 2 years would be 2022. Almost 3 years will be moving up into 2023. 21. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why Shaboing is so angry. I just feel like she needs some type of counseling, because either you full of shit and you just like to run your fucking mouth, or because she works for NASA for 18 years. So I would assume that if you was about all that shit you talk, you would have been into some type of trouble for beating somebody's asses or getting your ass beat. Or maybe they let you off the case after they whooped your ass and had to let you know that they wasn't a 1, 2, or 3. Okay? So that could have happened or whatever, but I think her grief has turned to anger, honestly. That's why I don't want to go too bad on it, because I think she's grieving, and I don't think that she don't like Marquez or don't love him. I just think that she's angry at him. She is angry with him. So, and I can't take that from her, but I just want her to get some help, because even in last week's episode, when she was with the kids, when she was talking to them, they was like, even the little daughter was just like, they talk about the shit that the kids say about Marquez. They wasn't saying too much positive shit about y'all either. Because the daughter was like, Mama, just relax. Relax, relate, release. Just let it go. So it looks like the kids are real mature, and they didn't have to, witness a lot of shit. And again, I'm not blaming her for it, but you need to do something. I mean, I'm like that. My kids be on my ass like, Mama, no, like, Mama, you can't be saying no shit like that. But she need that therapy, and not just no marriage counseling. She needs some other type of counseling, because she damn sure has an anger issue when how she popped off that melody for nothing. The fuck you so mad about? That's a male like shit. You mad? I'm not. Scratch your ass. I don't give a fuck. Okay? So let's get back into this documentation. Okay. Number 3, this is their request again for discovery on Ken's part. Permit the defendant to inspect and copy any written or recorded statements which the state intends to offer in evidence at the trial made by any co-defendant or accomplice to any law enforcement officer. official, or employee, which are within the possession, custody, or control of the state, the existence of which is known to the prosecutor. Okay. 4, disclose the substance of any oral statement made by any such co-defendant or accomplice before or after arrest to any law enforcement officer, official, or employee, which the state intends to offer into evidence at trial. Now, I will say it was somebody that was arrested the same day as him. Their last name was Lee as well, but it was like a hyphenated last name, but it was a guy. So I don't know. And he was way older than Ken. So I don't know, like, if they were related or something like that, but it just seemed, well, his first name was like Timothy or something like that. So Lee could be his middle name. Lee is a common middle name, but Lee is Ken's last name. Okay. 5, permit the defendant to analyze, inspect, and copy or photograph books, paper, documents, photographs, tangible objects, controlled substances, buildings, or places, or portions of any of the things which are in the possession, custody, or control of the state, which are intended for use as evidence at the trial. So they trying to, like, they want to test the pounds of greens that he was caught with, I guess, to verify if they were real. Who knows? You know what they were. Okay. Permit, number 6, permit the defendant to inspect and copy any results or reports of physical or mental examinations or scientific tests or experiments if the examinations, tests, or experiments were made in connection with this particular case and the results or reports are within the possession, custody, or control of the state and their existence is known to the prosecutor. Disclose to the defendant the existence of any tangible evidence which would tend to exculpate the defendant, which are within the possession, custody, or control of the state, the existence of which is known to the prosecutor. 8, disclose any of all reports, memoranda, notes, drawings, summaries, or other documents prepared by or for police or law enforcement personnel which relates to the events or circumstances of this case. And 9, disclose the names and addresses. What you need the damn addresses for? Of each person whose testimony the state is considering using at the trial of the defendant. Is this why Ken have been pumped out so damn much in the last 2 damn years so he can try to go and intimidate these damn witnesses? Yeah. Because y'all see how he look. He does not look that big in that picture. His head don't even look that big. So I guess he gonna be his own damn enforcer. 10, copy of or access to any recordings or videotapes made of the defendant for viewing by the defendant and or his attorney prior to trial. Respectfully submitted on this the 20th day of June 2024. And this is his attorney. Okay. And from what we was looking at before, it's looking like the attorney is a public defender. Moneybag Ken has a public offender. Yes. So let me stop sharing that one. Let me go back so I can get back to the projects I have. See what's going on here. 1 second. Ken's request for discovery. Nope, that's not the one I want. Let me do the states. I'm gonna do the state's request for discovery. 1 second. One second, let me get to this super chat. And I'm going to put the mug shot back on the screen while I read the documents that I didn't put the watermarks on, okay? Thank you for the 967 people that's in the chat. Please, please, please like the video and share the video. Let people know that When Take Talk is live with hot pipe and hot tea, exclusive tea, okay? Thank you, Miss Bridget Day, for the $5 super chat. Kendra says it's a felony, so he's not supposed to own a pop. Kendra! which he admitted on Miller Chan. But he did say on Miller Chan, well, he was supposed to have this shit anyway. Okay? And I'm trying to think of the time when he interviewed with Miller Chan in November because he said he just had turned 38 that earlier, the first of that month. Okay, so y'all know that Marquez also said that Ken upped the mag on him. Ken said on Miller Chan that he did because when he got home, that when he pulled up, he heard a lot of bitch this, bitch that from Shaboing Boing and Marquez. And so I guess he called himself intervening. But again, you got to mind your damn business when this man is talking to his wife. Okay? I know that's your girlfriend, but I think the husband outrank you in this department. Okay? We just going to put that out there. All right? The husband outranks you. So you sit your ass down and let this man talk to his wife as much as he want to or how he want to. Because I'm quite sure, like the way Shaboing Boing is, I'm quite sure they was going back and forth and back. Okay? And then shout out to my girl Misha. But he said that he did up the mag when Marquez hopped his ass onto his car like he was going to get something. Now, from experience or just common sense, I wouldn't assume that from the house that they got down out to the street, you got a far way to go to try to call yourself going to get something for me. Okay? Because Ken, as big as your ass is, he wouldn't have made it past my car before I snatched a mud hole in his ass, before he even got to his shit. So what was the point of that? It didn't make any sense. And then he talking crap about Marquez not wanting to come over there. You up the mag on him. Sorry, Cookie. I scared the shit out of Cookie. I'm sorry. He upped the mag on him. So I'm quite sure you should understand why he wouldn't want to be coming over there. I wouldn't feel safe. And you seems unhinged. You know? So that was that. So I don't understand this. You're not supposed to even have this. So why did you even have that in your car? What was you doing with that? Because with this type of stuff, I'm quite sure you're not supposed to even be on the road. Because they have you for trafficking. And I have a cousin that got pulled over for this. and he was a truck driver, and he was trafficking. Never been in trouble a day in his life. They gave his ass like 10 to 15 years. Okay? So they don't play around with that stuff. Let me get these other super chats. Thank you, Miss Bridget J. Okay. Again, thank you again, Miss Bridget J. Court docs fun, period. Okay? And then let's see here. Thank you, Missy Lane, for the super sticker. And thank you again, Kendra. That is exactly what bothers me. For him to be a pro-side, not a pro-side dude, he don't ever stay in his lane. It's giving slaw. And yeah, Kenesha shouldn't have any pounds. He should not. I know he ain't supposed to. And I don't know when they got into it or whatnot, but I know it probably had to be maybe since the 2022. So you might not supposed, because I think, don't they confiscate your license if you do have a license to carry? Don't they confiscate them if you get these charges or something? Like, I don't know. But from up here, I don't think you can have that if you have those type of charges. Okay. So let me get them the money song.
Check. All I really wanna see is the. I don't really need a D, I need the. All a bad bitch need is the.
Okay. So let me get back to the document. Okay, I'm gonna put the mug shot up here. And then I'm going to read the other documents that I didn't put the watermark on. Okay, so y'all bear with me. This other document is, let me go to my email again. This can request for discovery. Citizen. Oops. Okay, so this is Ken's rules of discovery. This is his rules of a discovery. State certificate of compliance with rules of discovery. Okay, so this is just a state giving them that they will authorize the stuff. Okay, so I don't need to read all this. It's just saying that come now, the state of Alabama, by and through its assistant district attorney, Allison P. Blackburn. Ain't that male or them attorney or something like that? And submits that the rule of discovery pursuant, and they give the rule, Alabama rules of criminal procedure have been complied with as follows. They gave them discovery made available on defense attorney's inquiry website for Crystal Phillips. That's his attorney. They gave her the copy of the arrest report previously provided on 4/20/2023. Copy of the incident offense report created by law enforcement previously provided on 4/2023. DVD, the defendant's attorney should leave a DVD-R with the district attorney's office, 4th floor of the Madison County Courthouse, marked with the above reference case number, so a copy can be provided. They also did the evidence/property evidence/property custody document previously provided on 4/20/2023. Oh, okay, Brownie. Department of Forensic Sciences report consisting of a tox report. Okay, the state hereby objects to any items requested by the defendant but not provided as indicated above on the grounds that the defendant's request is overreaching and the items are not discoverable without a specific showing by the defendant. The state will request a hearing request regarding any such matters. Further, should defendant disagree with the state's assertion that the materials and information set out above have been disclosed either in the past or contemporaneously with this notice, the state will make every effort to remedy the situation without notice by the defendant of same. Respectfully submitted the 20th day of June. Okay. Y'all, is Allison Blackburn, is that male number attorney? It's somebody's attorney. Okay. Okay, I read his request for discovery. The charge explanation, his request for discovery. In the circuit court. Defendant. Okay. I will go to, should I go to the sentencing order first? Let's go to the sentencing order. The sentencing order for Kenneth Lee, defendant, plea, adjudication, and sentencing order. Okay? Plea of guilty and adjudication of guilt comes now. The above named defendant, represented by counsel named Crystal Phillips, Esquire, to withdraw all pleas previously entered herein, if any, and to offer instead a plea of guilty in this matter. The state is duly represented by Emily Carroll, Esquire. The defendant has executed and filed an explanation of rights and plea of guilty. The court has verified and acknowledged the same. Okay? So what this is saying is that Ken took a plea deal. Okay? He previously pled not guilty, but he changed it once the plea deal was reached. Okay? Before accepting the defendant's guilty plea, the court has ascertained and specifically finds that the defendant was fully advised of all applicable constitutional, statutory, and procedural rights and information, and that the defendant knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily entered a plea of guilty and the offense of possession of the green trees as amended, because we know it was trafficking, okay, of a controlled substance first. The court therefore accepts said plea and hereby adjudicates the defendant guilty of the offenses referenced above. The sentencing order. Okay, the parties hereto have executed and filed the attached plea agreement. In this case, the defendant having been asked and having been provided an opportunity to say why a sentence should not now be imposed. The court having reviewed and considered all probative matters relative herein, including a pre-sentence report. And in the parentheses, they have unless same was duly waived, the recommended sentencing guidelines, and the plea agreement submitted upon allocution. The court hereby, they checked off, accepts, adapts, and ratifies the plea agreement of the parties, sentencing the defendant in accordance therewith, and incorporating by reference all terms and conditions of the same rendering in the order of sentencing in this case. Probation is with state. Okay. The other one, they have a bail bond fee of $175 is hereby assessed. And this further, the defendant was duly advised of the rights to appeal herein and waived same as noted in the attached plea agreement. done and ordered this 5th day of September 2024. In the Circuit Court of Madison County, Kenneth Lee, this is his plea agreement. Comes now the state of Alabama by and through its assistant district attorney, Allison Blackburn, and C. Phillips, which is his attorney, for the above style defendant, and presents to this honorable court that after discussion and negotiation between the parties, after a full explanation of rights has been given to the defendant as evidenced by the attached explanation of rights form, and after such disclosure of information between the parties as each deems insufficient, it is agreed in this case, subject to acceptance by the court, the following. 1, that the defendant will enter a plea of guilty to the following charge or charges: possession of the green trees, first degree other than personal, okay? And 2, they have that the assistant district attorney will recommend to the court that the defendant be sentenced to the following: A, to imprisonment for a term of 32 months. They didn't do B. So C, that the sentence of imprisonment be suspended for 2 years. D, that the defendant be placed on probation for 2 years. 1 second. Okay. For 2 years. E, that the defendant be ordered to pay a fine of $500. F, that the defendant be ordered to pay a user fee penalty of $1,000. G, that the defendant be ordered to pay $100 fee for Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences. H, that the defendant be ordered to pay a victim compensation assessment, $100. I, that the defendant be ordered to pay court costs as assessed by the clerk to include the fee of the court appointed attorney. Again, court appointed attorney. When you claim you got all you again, Maddie Moneybag Ken, yo. Okay? I'm not understanding. J, the defendant is hereby ordered to submit to DNA testing as required by 3618-25, and that the defendant be ordered to pay the $12 fee for the DNA test, the DNA data fund as set out in the 361832. K, the defendant must undergo a court referral officer assessment and be required to complete any recommended treatment programs. They skipped LMMO. Okay, and now we're at P. Bond fees, felony, $5,000. The defendant be ordered to pay the appropriate bond fees as indicated, and then they have the felony, and then they have it at $5,000. They skipped Q, and then they did R. All costs in this case, including but not limited to fines, court costs, attorney fees, restitution, and victim compensation assessments, shall either be paid in full or arrangements made in writing for these monies to be paid in full within 30 days of this date. If full payment or proper arrangements for full payment are not made within this time, or should default be made of any payment, the provisions of Alabama Act 94-413 shall access an additional 30% collection fee on any funds due. God damn, Alabama, what are y'all, the damn mob? 30%? Damn. They skipped S and T. They have, in the event the defendant is sentenced to a term of imprisonment in the Madison County Jail or is ordered to or is ordered by the court to serve the sentence or a portion therein of the active work release program. This right here, I don't think would be checked off if he had a noted job. So maybe if he was a truck driver, after this, case, he was terminated and he didn't have gainful employment. The defendant agrees to pay the amount of $62 a day for his/her keep to the sheriff of Madison County, to be collected with supervision fees and other court order monies by the work release supervisor or the probation officer. Okay, so that was all under count 2. Then 3, the assistant district attorney provides the following disclaimer to the defendant, that by entering into this plea agreement, the prosecutor makes no representation to the defendant that the court will accept the above listed recommendations. The prosecutor has no authority to sentence or to tell the court how to sentence. The prosecutor hereby states that the court is free to impose any sentence within the prescribed limits of the law. The prosecutor agrees only to recommend to the court that the sentence set out above, a guilty plea in the case, may result in a charge in immigration status up to and including the portion. We have to look into that. Maybe that's just for anybody. Okay? Maybe that's for anybody, y'all, because I'm confused on why they talking about some portion. A guilty plea maybe that's just a disclaimer they have in here. Who knows? Okay? So the waiver of the appeal, and that statute is just letting you know that, if you pleading guilty for this plea agreement, and the prosecutor gives their recommended sentencing requirements, it doesn't mean that that's what the judge is going to follow. The judge could accept your plea agree and change the sentencing altogether. Most of the time they go along with what agreement was made with the defendants, but sometimes they be like, fuck that, and they go off into something else and implement some other stuff. Okay. So waiver of appeal. 4, the defendant agrees that by accepting the terms of this plea agreement, that he voluntarily and with full knowledge of the rights he is surrendering, waives any rights to an appeal or otherwise collaterally attack this guilty plea. Defendant reserves the right to appeal based on ineffective assistance of counsel. And that's like in squiggly lines. The undersigned hereby approves and submit this plea agreement to the court on the 3rd day of September 2024. It has Ken's signature. It has the defendant's attorney, Ms. Crystal Phillips, and it has the assistant district attorney, Allison Blackburn signature there. Okay. The next document has the explanation of rights and plea guilty in the Circuit Court of Alabama State, Alabama. Kenneth Lee is the defendant. It gives, one second, let me open this up a little bit more. Okay. The above named defendant, the court having been informed that you wish to enter a plea of guilty in this case, hereby informs you of your rights as a criminal defendant, penalties applicable to your case. You are charged with the crime of trafficking those greens, which is an A-class felony. Okay, a Class A felony. The court has been informed that you desire to enter a plea of guilty to, and they have checked, to the crime of possession of those green things, 1st degree, which is a Class C felony. Is this offense subject to the presumptive sentencing standards? Yes. The presumptive sentencing standard sentencing disposition is non-prison. The presumptive total sentence length range in 13 months to 32 months. And the split range is 6 months to 18 months. Okay. So they pleaded him down, or he pleaded down to possession and not trafficking. Okay. Which was trafficking was the class A felony, and he pleaded down to the class C felony. Again, probably because this was his first offense. It looks like this was his first offense. I don't know if he has any records in any other states, but it looks like this was his first offense here in Alabama. So it looks like they may have given him a little discretion on it, okay? 1 second. Thank you, Miss Renee, for the $5 Cash App. Let me get you that there. And let me go here and give you the money song. Okay.
Tell them that it's a money, money, green, green, money's all I need. Money, green, green.
All right. So we have that there. Let me go back to my document if I can find it, y'all. Okay, here we go. So they gave him the class C felony, not less than 1 year and 1 day, and not more than 10 years imprisonment in the state penitentiary, and must be in accordance with subsection B. And it gives the subsection, unless sentencing is pursuant with section 13A-5-9, includes hard labor, and may include a fine not to exceed $15,000 for imprisonment not more than 3 years. Confinement may be in county jail, and sentence may include hard labor. And then it has, you know what, I can share this one. Then it has, like y'all see here, the sentencing and stuff like that. And then here, I'm in this section, explanation of rights and plead guilty. And then they have the DRUG, Demand Reduction Assessment Act, and loss of driving privileges. Wait a minute. Suspension of a driver's license for a conviction of driving under the influence. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, does this mean he's supposed to have that license? He ain't supposed to be driving. He on live in the car driving. Alcohol / DRUG related offenses. DRUG possession. These are his rights. And here this was signed September 3rd. It was the 3rd of September. Okay, period. 2024. Okay. Now let me see if okay. Here's his order of probation. I got to make sure nothing is shown here. Let me go back to Canva so y'all can just see the mug shot again, because I don't know if his address is shown in here. The order of probation, it appears that the court and the above named defendant has been convicted of possession of that green stuff, first degree, and has been sentenced to 32 months. The defendant having applied to the I gotta pump this up because it's so small. Okay, there we go. The defendant having applied for the benefits of probation and the court having examined the cause, it is ordered, adjusted, adjudged, and decreed that the sentence is hereby suspended and that the defendant is placed on probation for a period of 2 years. 2 years. It is ordered that the court of this court that the probationer comply with the following conditions of his probation, and it just gives some things that he do not violate any federal, state, or local law. Okay, Ken, so you might want to chill on admitting that you up the mag on somebody for whatever damn reason instead of calling the damn police or taking your raggedy ass in the house and taking your girl in there for safety, okay? Avoid injurious or vicious habits. Avoid persons or places of disreputable or harm conduct or character. Now, you hanging with Marceau, the Scots, I'm not going to say Shaboyne character is shot, but probably from being on this show is giving shot. So it ain't holding no good character. Maurice is a lawyer, but his conduct of being arrested for the DUI, question his character. Okay. Report to the probation office as directed. Permit the probation officer to visit the defendant at home or elsewhere. Work faithfully at suitable employment as much as possible. God damn, he can't do shit but work. Well, he working on the show, so he does have gainful employment. Okay, it might not be the things that he said on Miller Chime, but he is gainfully employed on this show. So we got to give him that. Hey, welcome to Brent's Blog. Okay. Report to probation officer as directed. Permit the probation officer. Oh, I already read that. Work faithfully as suitable employment. Remain within a specified place to with Alabama. Wait a minute. Didn't his ass say now? Didn't he say that when him and Shaboyne had got into it, he had went to a hotel out of state or something or out of town? Well, maybe it was in Alabama. Okay. And I told y'all before that I questioned the truck driving thing, because if you are long haul for truck driver, then you are either like you going on the road. So you're usually gone from like Sunday evening, night until Friday. So you gone through the week. And then if you local, usually those guys have to be up and out at the crack of dawn. And they don't get back home until like, late in the damn evening. So I don't understand how he's able to pick Zaria up from practices and do all this parenting time or step parenting or wannabe parenting time with this little girl and all these activities. And don't he have pictures of him being out of the damn country? How you take the kids out of the country and your ass on probation, Ken? Well, maybe this happened before September because he wasn't sentenced until September. But I thought also, too, while you going through this case, you have to surrender your passport. Because he was indicted back in June of last year. This charge has been on his name since December 27th, 2022. So they didn't make him surrender his passport. It's strange to me. And that you all here at midnight, you show, see, that's what happens when you try to showboat shit. Now you admitting to taking these kids out the country and all that shit. And you ain't supposed to be leaving the state of Alabama. Okay? Support his/her dependents to the best of his ability. Now, if he don't do shit else, he got number 8 right. Oh, it said his or hers, so they ain't really his, okay? I'm just wondering. I just want to know. I'm asking for a friend. Did he adopt that little girl from the lady? Because if he really wanted to be about that life with the father and all whatnot, he would have adopted her since her father is deceased. Okay? But I'm going to give him number 8, y'all. He from what we seeing, he got that. Okay? He got number 8. I don't know with what income, but he got number 8. Do not change residence or employment without the consent of the probation officer. Submit to substance abuse, sorry, I didn't mean to say that word, test when ordered to do so by the probation officer. These tests may include urinalysis, breathalyzer, and blood samples, but are not limited to thereto. Probationer will pay cost of tests. 11, submit to searches by the probation officer of his person, residence, vehicles, or any property under his control. Now, Ken, as far as number 11, did you change the car that you gave Trishna little son? The car you gave him, did y'all put that in Shaboyne Boyne's name? Or his name? Or Marquez's name? Because per this document here, that anything that's in your name could be subject to seizure. I mean, search and seizure, So I would hate for the little boy to be riding around and the police pull him over and say, okay, this kid, Kenny Lee stuff and searching all through his stuff and invading his privacy when he a law-abiding citizen, just a college kid, I would hate for that to happen. Let me get this super chat. Cause child. Thank you, Kendra, again for the super chat. Kanisha is why I see nice guys as red flags. Anybody that is consistently calling themselves a nice guy, I'm a nice person all the time. Now, I see if other people referring to you as that. That's okay. But for you to refer to yourself with that constantly is giving red flag as this shirt, okay? They are not ever what they present. I need his probation officers to get in these YouTube streets. I cannot. Now, y'all, don't y'all call this man probation officer. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let me get you a fucking song. Y'all ignorant. Now, if he talk about somebody else's wig, I ain't gonna say who not to call and who not. But for now, we gonna leave Kenneth Lee alone because he doing number 8, okay? And for number 11, I want him to change these documents over to, I want him to put that car in that boy name so that he's not subject to any search and seizures, and get shook and scared and all that type of stuff, okay? Now let me give you the money song, Missy Pooh.
Tell them that it's a money, money, green, green, money's all I need, money, green, green.
Ignorant, okay? Wait a minute, I can't share this. Let me go back again. Okay. Oh, you can't see it any damn way, okay? We was at 12. Pay the probation officer $40 per month during the probation period pursuant to law. 13. Do not possess, receive, or transport a pow. And I'm gonna let y'all see this. I got to share this. I gotta share this part again. 13. Kenneth Lee, you didn't know you was on probation? Did you know this was violating your promotion? You admitted to this on the internet. If the defendant was convicted of any offenses specified in Section 36/1824, he or her must submit to DNA testing according to the section. The defendant is ordered to pay fees, court costs, restitution assessments, and other court costs, order monies at the rate of $103 per month, or on or before the 15th day of each month beginning September 12th, 2004. Payments of cash, money orders, or certified funds may be brought to the clerk's office. Money orders or certified funds may be mailed to the clerk's office. So with all the money, LB, not that I've seen, with all the money that Ken and Shaboing Boing claim that Ken has, I know Shaboing Boing is looted up, okay? But with all the money that they claim that Ken has, I'm hoping that he just paid off his probation stuff. Sometimes they may let you off early, okay? So I gotta put camera back on here. I want to make sure ain't nothing else at the bottom of this. Oh, it is, okay. Oh, that address was just the address for the court. Sorry, y'all. Okay, but this one got his address on the bottom of this one. What is this? What order was I at? Okay. At each probation office. Okay. Okay, every time he reports to the probation officer, he must furnish written proof, which is the clerk's receipt or money order receipt of any previous month's payment of the court ordered monies. 16, he has to notify the clerk of court of any change of mailing address and appear in court whenever ordered. 17, and they have a star by 17. Report to the court referral officer immediately and attend, pay for, and successfully complete the recommended program. The telephone number is, they didn't give the telephone number. The defendant shall perform, they didn't give him any hours of community service. 1 second, let me get this here. I'll share that, and then I can't go down because the down is his address for real now. Okay, 1 second. Let me get Bridget J's comment. Thank you, Miss Bridget J. As millimeters, aren't we mandated to say something if we see something that's a direct affront to our communities? I cannot. I'm confused. Oh, Lord. I'm just going to say I wouldn't report him, okay? I'm just going to say I would. I'm just going to say that, okay? He ain't that bad where I want to see him locked up. Do he get on my nerves? Absolutely. I don't want to see the man locked up at all, okay? Maybe Ken and Shaboing Boing will get their act together and quit fucking with people. And we will, hey, I don't know what they coming on this show for when they said they watch. Like, y'all come on here with this fake stuff. Y'all say y'all watch the show, and I don't know if y'all just forgot about YouTube or what, but we be on it, and we have to get this. We be on the information because we know we're not gonna get it from the show or word of mouth from y'all asses. What? Like, is it a defense for him to go back to jail for violating the probation? I don't agree, but hey, y'all do what y'all gotta do. Okay? I don't do what you got to do. You ain't got to do it. Miss Bridget J914. So messy. Let me give you the money song though. Okay.
Tell them that it's a magic. Money, money, green, green, money's all I need. Money, money, green, green.
Yes, Mary Faith. He might run into, y'all remember that one guy, that big guy that was in that the jail with Martin, where Martin had to end up beating him up, and he was in there when Martin had went to jail. That's what Ken need. So his ass can quit thinking he's so GD tough. Okay, but we digress. What else do he got here? He wasn't ordered for any community service. The defendant shall submit to behavioral treatment, substance AB treatment, global positioning system, GPS monitoring, and other treatment deemed necessary by the court. Is that like an ankle monitor? But that's if they have to. I think this part is if they have to do a monitor or something like that, or in like breathalyzers or anything. The defendant may not buy, own, or possess a pow in violation of federal law or in violation of Section 13A-11-72. The defendant shall not abscond by actively avoiding supervision through making his/her whereabouts unknown to the PO. The defendant shall submit to periods of confinement imposed by the probation officer, not to exceed 6 days per month during any 3 separate months during the period of probation. The 6 days per month confinement period may only be imposed as 2-day or 3-day consecutive periods at a single time. So that may just include weekends, especially since they want him to work as much as possible. The total hours of confinement may not exceed 9 total days. Other conditions of probation order by the court are as follows. There's nothing here. It is the further order of the court that the defendant is hereby advised that the court may at any time revoke or modify any conditions of this probation or change the period of probation, and may discharge defendant from probation or extend the period of probation. So probably if he goes ahead and pay this off, he might get off if he's showing good, like get a couple months or whatever of good behavior with no incidents. So we want to make sure he stay with no incidents by y'all not reporting his ass. Okay. The probationer shall be subject to arrest or violation of any condition of the probation herein. I can't see that other word. The court may at any time for cause order the original sentence executed, which was, I think, 36 months or 32 months or something like that in jail, in a penitentiary. So this is what we have here. This was filed and ordered on the 13th of 2024. Okay. Just making sure that we have everything. Okay, we did everything here. Okay. I think that's all the documents I have for you today. Tomorrow, I have something else. Okay? Tomorrow, your girl have another exclusive. All right? So y'all make sure y'all get into these exclusives because we're going to keep them coming. We're going to keep the content coming. Make sure y'all check out Brownie video from earlier and Didim's video from earlier, okay? About Dusty and Martell. So make sure y'all support the girls in the videos. The Gossip Girls is out here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to sign off for the rest of the night for us, okay? So y'all like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hey, Miss Star Child, make sure y'all Watch the whole video. Get all the details of the video, okay? If I put the watermark on the documents, I might post them on my community post so you guys can read through them at your own leisure, okay? So go ahead and see what's going on with this. We look what we have as talent on the show that's supposed to be about Black excellence. And I'm not saying that they're not Black excellence, but this is not it in my book. It's some people on here now, minus Shaboing Boing's attitude. Her position is excellence, Black excellence. Okay, I can appreciate that. I commend her for that. That NASA for 18 years and she's in her 30s. Okay, that's impressive. Ken Shaboing Boing, Ken, not so much. Okay, now, but this is like, and we wonder why we get the type of reactions from these people on this show. This is probably why he didn't have much to say about Martell being convicted of his shit, because he didn't want to judge Martell. But he'll go all out on Marquez, and he, from what I seen, I haven't seen a record for him. So, that's that. So if I do find one, I'll put that out there too. But like, this is what's going on, and Shaboing Boing, y'all talk about Marquez so bad, but this is going on in your home, where you have this man in your home allegedly, and he has these charges and has been convicted and took a plea deal. So he pled guilty to him for a lesser charge, from trafficking to possession. Okay. Thank you, Miss Bridget J, again for the super chat. He's violating my visual rights wearing Law's clothes. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Hey, Vanessa, make sure you watch the whole video. Watch the whole video. I could not. Black Prisoners United, Love and Marriage Huntsville, the new Law and Order. Right. Dun dun. Cha. Let me give Miss Bridget J the money song, and we're going to head out of here until tomorrow. I'll see if I'll do an upload or if I'll do a live tomorrow. I'll have to see. Okay. But thank y'all for coming out tonight. All right. And I'll see y'all next time. Let me get the money song and we out of here.
All I really want to see is the money. I don't really need a D.